Oh, what is going on, everybody? Welcome back. It is August 28th, 2016. Um, Here live doing our community chat. It's been a few months since I've done one of these. I've noticed here that getting a little bit of slow feedback, so it's not streaming as live as I want it to be. For all those who are joining in and who are actually on my Facebook right now trying to look for the link, I will post the Google Hangout link right now. For those who are joining in watching on this YouTube live, this is the first time I've ever done this YouTube stream live. I think in the past it automatically did it, and I never just realized that it saved onto my YouTube account. So go figure. Again, I'm Melodic Mike. This is the community chat. We aim to do this at least once a month, um, just bringing people together, making sure that we continue to uplift one another, that we continue just to grow, that we continue just to see what's out there, to just continue to put ourselves in a positive light. I think a lot of people that I've come across nowadays, what we've realized is that many people have, I guess, percentage of people have turned, not turned, but were raised in a sense of fear, fear of failure, fear of just feeling inadequate, feeling of just not belonging, and what this community that we've grown, that fortunately I've been blessed with the heart to just listen and the heart to just continue just to serve, is just teaching people to realize that when you honestly take in the fact that this is your one opportunity to live, and you have to make the best of it. You have to go out and understand that this is your life. Yes, your parents granted you, and you know, you were born. They gave you life, and they're your parents. But at the same token, as you get older, you realize that you yourself have to take a hold of this life. You have to make decisions. You have to um, fail. There's certain things that you're not perfect, and it's not going to work out exactly how you always imagine it to work out. Um, but understand that it's win or learn. There's never losing. Even when people want to say, well, you lost this, you lost that. There's always a teaching tool, and there's always ways of pulling something out of that experience. And today, there's no topics. It's I always come on here to see how everybody's doing, but also if there's any questions, anything linger on your mind that you want to bring to the community to get some feedback, to see how what other people are thinking, and if other people are going through the same thing as you're doing. You know what? It's very common to see there are so many people going through the same thing that you're going through. So as I'm continuing to set this apart, or set this up, I'm sorry, let me go ahead and I know things are moving a little slow here. I am using a Chromebook. I've been using this Chromebook for some time just because I only needed it for the internet purposes. But now that, as many of you guys know, that I am an entrepreneur, I left after 10 years of being working in the nonprofit world, life coaching, foster youth, and probation youth. I have now ventured onto my own startup company with my cousin. So uh, thank you for all those who have been wishing us well on our success and continued success on what we're developing. And please bear with me as I'm setting this up for all you guys to join in. So for all those who are watching on YouTube live streaming right now, I'm posting the link on my Facebook on this Google Hangout chat. So if you would like to join in on the chat, please do so. So give me a quick second. to join in on the community chat, click here. All right. And I know here on YouTube Live, if you log into, if you have a Gmail account, which is a Google email account, you can post questions on the side of the, what you got on the right side. There's like a chat that if you know, some people are nervous and some people are not comfortable yet in front of the camera or just speaking to a random stranger as myself. I understand. Go ahead and post your questions on the side, and I will shout you out. If you don't want me to shout you out, well, your name's going to be on there anyways. But go ahead and post your questions, and I'll answer it. All right. I know some of you guys would be like, why didn't you set this up earlier? This is all new to me. Not the Google Hangout part, but this YouTube live stream. So I'm still learning this. So as we have more of this, obviously it's going to be a lot smoother. All right, let's see here. So again, if you go to my Facebook account right now, it's facebook.com/melodicmike, and you will see that I just posted a Google Hangout link. So if you click on that, you should be, or not, yeah, the Google Hangout on air, you'll be able to go ahead and join us here live. To all the people that are clicking in, signing in right now, I thank you. I appreciate it for the love and support. If you are on the Google Hangout site page right now, you can see on the right side there's a group chat. If you have any questions, thoughts, concerns, or anything that you would like to just vent and put out, go ahead and type it in there. All right. So just a few things. I'm going to get this started as people are joining in on the conversation, and I hope you guys are. Why is it moving so slowly? And I hope you guys are doing well. For me, it's a little past 8 o'clock in the morning on Saturday, so I don't know where everybody's coming, where you guys are across this globe right now. So I hope that it's not too early, too late. I would love to see where you guys are located throughout this world. I myself right now am logging into the YouTube Live just to see how this looks. I noticed that for those who are looking to do Google Hangouts like this, let's see here. Looks like everything is transferring over to YouTube Live, the streaming, and so sooner or later we will have to make the transition over. I think Google's forcing everything over there just to make everything easier for everybody just to be on one platform. Let's see here. Oh, it looks actually kind of cool. So you can watch, you can live stream. Oh, this is nice. Again, for all those who are just jumping in, I am live. This is Melodic Mike. This isn't a video that you're just watching. There's a little bit of lag time, like I said, that may be occurring on my end, and I apologize for that. Okay. All right. And people are trying to add on. Go ahead and jump on. Don't be shy. If you have any questions, you can see it over here on the sidebar to type in anything you would like. Wait, that way? No, that way. Yeah, that over there. You can type in any questions. Don't be shy. I may even start. There we go. Um, Start the conversation dialogue. What I want to do is, as people go ahead and ask questions or log on in, I do want to go ahead and touch base on a lot of different topics and things that I feel as though lately that I received a lot of email on and want to touch base with that. So a lot of questions I've been getting. Let me get some of this right here. Early morning. hmm Coffee does wonders to get your day started. Um, you're probably wondering what I'm drinking, coffee, and you're probably wondering what I put in it. Nothing. Absolutely black coffee. Love it. Maybe at times I'll put in like a little thing of honey or agave just to sweeten it up if it's too dark and too bold and too rich. So, but that's it. I don't like creamer. I don't like sugar. It's black coffee is good. So let's go ahead and touch upon some of these topics that I'm scrolling through. For all those who are just joining me, hello, welcome. I'm here, Southern California, born and raised, lived all throughout California. I am Melodic Mike. If you've been following me for some years upon years now, I appreciate that love and support. Man, we've been at this for a minute, just doing videos and reaching out to the community and helping people just become better each and every day. I appreciate the continued support just because I think in this day and age it's very difficult for people who feel as though they have a voice and they want to voice themselves without being criticized, without being bashed on. Um, and so there comes a time where a lot of people shy away from stepping into this platform and voicing their opinions. I think it's very difficult at times just because you have to have thick skin and you have to remember that not everybody is going to agree with your opinions, and that's absolutely okay. Not everybody is going to agree. Not everybody is how do you say it? Nice with their criticism, and that just comes with it just comes with it. It comes with putting yourself out there. It comes with being willing to take a risk. It comes with um, feeling as though if you want to be a leader or you want to step up and outside your comfort zone, it's going to happen. You're going to receive criticism. You're going to receive um, just people. I don't want to say haters, just because there are haters, but at the same token, um, they're entitled to their own opinion. Not hating on that. I mean, people. I get it. You feel as though everybody has their own strong opinions and everybody wants to voice it and everybody wants to go ahead and and let it be heard. But just keep in mind that it comes with some backlash. You do, fortunately for me, I haven't had too much of it, but um, I had a lot more love, a lot more people understanding what this community is about, what we're aiming to do here. And so it's a it's a fantastic feeling knowing that there's people that understand what my intention is when it comes to the videos that I do, these community chats that I do. Why is there oh tow truck? Um, and people understanding why I've chosen to put myself out there to just leave it out there so we all can grow, we all can learn from one another, we all can uplift one another. I feel as though if you don't understand why I'm doing what I'm doing thus far, I feel as though there isn't a lot of avenues for people to feel safe, for people to feel as though they they can be heard in a safe environment and not be judged for their opinions and not be judged for just being judged, period. I never understood why people feel as though it's in their right to put someone down. I never understood that. And you wonder why people are bitter, and well, I'm just keeping it real. I'm just keeping it 100. Well, only when it's solicited. Remember that. If someone's asking for your opinion, give it. That's the time to give it. But if they're not, don't automatically just solicit your advice out there or your opinions, thinking that they're ready to hear something that might be difficult for them to hear. All right, so keep that in mind. So again, this whole community that we've developed over the past, God, how many years this is? 5 years since I've started doing videos. It's all about just helping people feel comfortable with themselves and helping them feel as though I am here. There's at least one person who loves you. There's at least one person who cares about you. At least, there's one person who is able and willing to listen to what you have to say and what you're going through. Again, I know a lot of you have sent me emails, messages on Facebook. If you're just logging into this, add me on Facebook, facebook.com/melodicmic, MELODICMIC. Same thing goes to my Instagram. For those who are looking for, during the weekdays, I put my Monday motivation, Tuesday's thought, Wednesday's wisdom, Thursday's truth, Friday's fact. These are just tidbits that come to my head, thoughts that I feel, the good Lord has put into my mind to go ahead and send out to the rest of the world. So you need some of those uplifting either quotes or videos or just to see my ugly face and hear my voice. Then add me on Instagram at Melodic Mike. So that's my handle. Twitter I'm not using as much anymore just because for some reason I feel as though Instagram is a lot quicker, and since they what you call it, since the platforms go ahead and merge, that I just do my Instagram and it automatically close to my Twitter. So, I have someone here joining. Who's it? Is it Sonia? As I'm taking a look in here, it looks like Sonia is joining into our live chat. It's fantastic for all those who have logged into my Facebook page. I did post a Google Hangout. Go ahead and on there if you would like to join in live. If you guys hear the background noise, someone's on the toilet right now trying to figure their life out. Not a joke. I think everybody's trying to sit on in. Miss Sonia, what is going on? Is that you on the voice, or are you just going to type in? I see Keisha.
Good morning.
Keisha, you're gonna have to speak up. Wait, it's 11 o'clock. It's almost 11:30.
Yeah, it is. I don't know. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you. Can't see you.
Oh, that's weird.
Are you trying to tell us something? You're having a rough morning?
I don't know why I can't see anyone.
No? Well, the only person that you need to worry about is me. No, I'm joking. Let's see here.
I don't know. Can you see me at all or no?
Good morning. Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Good morning.
Cool.
I just can't see anyone.
Yeah.
Are you able to see anyone?
I can see you.
You can see me?
Yes.
I can't. Why can't I see anyone? That's so.
Well, you can't see me because probably not gonna go on camera at this time.
Oh, I see. Okay, so I'm not supposed to see you. Okay, that clears that up.
Cool.
I'm like, why is my camera not working?
Yeah, it's early.
Let's see. I think he
First time for minutes.
I think he got bumped off. So anyway, I'm Keisha. Sonia, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Where are you from?
I'm from San Jose, California, but I just moved to Sacramento.
Oh, okay, so you're on the West Coast. I'm from Rhode Island, so I'm on the East Coast.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. I don't know why I got booted out of my own damn thing.
It happens to you all the
Crazy.
time.
I have no idea why.
I don't know.
Let me go ahead and shout out YouTube. I appreciate the platform you guys put on for us, but why am I hosting this and getting booted off? That makes no damn sense. So, okay. Please introduce yourself and where you're coming from.
Who do you want to go first?
On my screen, it looks like Keisha, you're left, so go ahead.
Okay, so my name's Keisha. I'm from Rhode Island.
Rhode Island, the house.
East Coast.
East Coast women.
All right. I'm Sonia, and I'm in Sacramento, California. So.
Oh, you're on the West Coast.
Yep.
You are above me, so you pronounce it Sonia.
Yes, Sonia.
Okay, for all you people who are ignorant like me and thought it was Sonia, stop yourself because it's Sonia. Sonia, is this your first? Wait, have you joined us before?
Nope, this is my first time on here.
There's a first for everything. It's okay if you fall in love with our group. It's fine.
Okay, cool.
Absolutely fine. And then for all those viewers who are watching, we appreciate your love and support as we continue to build this community. But welcome, everybody. What brings you here today? Keisha, raise your hand or remember the rules. Well, Sonia, you just clicked on, so are you going to be joining us live? Or?
I'll probably stay off camera.
That's all good. It's all good.
For now.
Sonia, you're new, so let me ask you this. What brought you here today?
Like what brought me to your channel, or just today in particular? Because I'm new to your channel in general.
Oh, welcome to the channel. Yes, both. Yeah. What brought you to the channel? What brought you here to our live stream?
Well, as far as the channel goes, like I've been experiencing like recent like changes in life, and I just moved, going through some like personal stuff, and then I like stumbled across, like I was just looking for like any kind of like positive anything, so I stumbled across your channel. So I've been watching that, and then I missed the last live, so I just decided to join this one.
It's all good. That last live one was maybe 3 months ago.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I joined the channel like 2.5 months ago, so.
Well, welcome. I appreciate your love and support for what we're putting together here. And I hope you continue on, and you know whatever positive light you need, we will provide. Well, as much as we can.
Cool, thanks.
Miss Keisha, do what you do.
What do I do?
Not a damn thing.
True, you caught me guilty, red-handed.
I already know you have been a loyal fan supporter to what we've been doing, our movement here, even on Facebook, the things that you post, the things that I post. giving us feedback and things like that. So I appreciate you continuing to just you know, just being a light for the rest of us here, um, giving us that East Coast flavor.
You're welcome. I do what I can, trying to do my part.
You are definitely doing your part.
But I think people are probably getting sick of hearing from me or seeing me. I want more people to join. I come on these because I look forward to meeting the rest of the community, and I know it's probably uncomfortable for some to come on camera, which I get that. But I look forward to meeting the rest of the community. That's why I like to join these chats. So.
No, as the months have gone by, I've realized that a lot of people get nervous. I mean, I think we've created a society where people aren't really comfortable with themselves and feel as though they're going to be judged, so therefore they don't want to put themselves out there, or they'll sit in the cuts more just so they don't have to feel as though someone's going to say something just unwarranted. You know what I mean?
Right.
Which is absolutely fine. It does take, I was explaining this before you two came on, it does take a little bit of thick skin. It does take a little bit of confidence to understand that will occur. And it's okay. Everybody's entitled to their opinions. But as long as you know who you are and you're genuine with yourself and you're honest, you can't ask much more than that. So yeah.
Great.
So updates, real quick, Ms. Keisha, what you been up to since 3 months ago, since our last community chat?
What have I been up to? A little bit of everything. Changing in jobs. I sold my house. What else have I done? I'm in the mix of starting something else that I'm going to keep that on the DL for now because it's a surprise. But I'm into a few things.
You're dibble dabbling.
Exactly.
Okay. You're throwing a bunch of darts to see what sticks. I got it.
Yeah.
Sonia,
Yes.
I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly again.
Yeah, it's right. It's right.
Sonia. I just have to remind myself it's not O on Sonia.
Yeah, I used to wonder why my mom chose that.
Because you're special. So she has to come up with a different way, although use the same spelling.
Just to confuse people.
Yes. So give us a little bit of background about you, if you don't mind.
Okay, background. I'm 28, and let's see. So recently, both married and separated. Already. I got married like 2 years ago, so. And we just separated like 2.5 months ago.
Okay.
I'm a caregiver for my mom. She's been going through like kidney failure for like the last 2 years. So basically, ever since like my whole like engagement / marriage started. So I think that could have been a contributing factor as well. Spreading your time and everything gets hard. I just moved to Sacramento because it's cheaper than like San Jose and Bay Area,
Yeah, that's not, especially if you try to live in the city.
Yeah.
Nope.
Yeah, so like I've been moving around a lot because I moved from San Jose to Hollister because it was cheaper, and then bought a house down there. But then after all this happened, moved out. So now I'm like in Sac, trying to readjust everything. So it's been a little weird, but making it. How's the heat? The heat is I actually like the heat, so it
Really?
doesn't really bother me. Yeah.
So you have heat and you also have just lush greenery up there.
Yeah, it's the city of trees.
Tree hugger.
It was funny because in San Jose, everybody's like complaining about like city trees and they want to like chop them down so they can build stuff. But
Right.
up here, it's like they just build around them, so the roads are kind of crazy.
Are they winding twists and turns?
Yeah, like I didn't realize that until I found out like how crazy they are about trees up here and how if a tree is like more than 30 inches in diameter, it becomes like an heirloom tree or something. So then they can't chop it down.
No. Oh, so throwing it out there right now, how far, I'm so bad at this, but how far is Sacramento from Santa Cruz?
um, I don't know, like 3.5 hours,
Okay, never mind.
three
Dang,
hours.
damn, that's far. Okay.
Well, I drove here from Hollister, and it took me 3 hours to get here. So, do you know where Hollister is? It's like by Gilroy.
Yes.
Yeah, it's like 15 minutes southeast of Gilroy.
So for all those people who haven't been to the Bay, well, the Northern California area of Gilroy, that's like the garlic capital of the world.
Yeah, not much else going on though.
They
Just
actually have a festival of just garlic stuff. Anything you can think of made out of garlic
ice
is there.
cream. Yeah.
Yeah. When I found that out, I lost my head. I was like, are you serious? Well, the reason why I asked how far that is from Santa Cruz, if anybody has been following well, I can't say for very long, but this past trip I went on, called my monthly getaway. My next getaway is going to, I've always wanted to drive down the Pacific Coast Highway, the one from Northern California down. So I'll be making a trip up to Santa Cruz on the 5, and then coming down to Monterey Bay, and then coming down the one freeway along the coast. Keep hearing that it's beautiful, so therefore I was just throwing it out there to see how far you were from that.
Yeah. Yeah, I've
See,
been on that highway before. It's pretty nice actually.
nice. Okay. Okay. So Keisha, do me a favor, smile.
Here we go.
Okay. Because it's 8:30 for us. You should be wide awake right now. 11:30 over there.
I've been up since about 6:30, I think. So
That's your fault.
I know it's I know I can't help it. I just wake up.
I'm same way. I was up at 6. It's all good. I get it.
Roll with it.
Yes. Well, I mean, you guys know I wake up early to get my day started. So, um, yeah. So let's jump into this real quick. For it's so funny that Sonia, it's the things you go through. I'm gonna let you know right now. I appreciate that you shared it, um, and being willing to be open. We appreciate it. Um, and I just want to know, like, what are you seeking out of it? Like, what's the next steps for you? What do you feel as though you would want to do or make happen?
Okay. I actually don't know.
Okay.
um, I'm just kind of like going with everything and trying to like stay focused because yeah, just trying to stay focused because I'm like my mom's primary caregiver, so
Right.
I don't know. I don't really have a lot of time to like think about like what I'm doing necessarily because I'm like just focused on you know getting her to all her stuff. So, um, but yeah, I really don't know.
Okay. Okay.
Just kind of day at a time.
One day at a time for now.
Hmm.
I get it. I get it. I see. We have another person who joined us. Lauren, are you there?
I am.
Lauren, please introduce yourself. Where are you calling from?
I'm calling from Denver, Colorado, and my name is Loren. So, Sonia, I understand your pain.
Danny. Okay, hold on. Lauren.
Loren, nice to meet you.
Okay, we gotta phonetically put this out there because one, you're making me, y'all both making me look and feel stupid. Uh,
Oh, don't feel stupid. Everybody does it. Like, everybody. It's spelled just like Lauren. So, it's, yeah, obvious, but
so
you're not
who
alone.
named you and why did they change it?
Um, so my parents named me, and they were traveling abroad in Europe when they heard the name, and they really liked it. But we don't have really cool accents here, so it's pronounced Lauren instead of Loren.
Nice. Like Sophia Loren.
Oh, yes, exactly, exactly.
Yeah.
Okay,
I'm happy you understand my pain.
so it's like Ralph Lauren.
Yes, exact. That's what I tell people. It's either Sophia Loren or Ralph Lauren, and they're like, "Oh, I get it." So, yep.
Sanya. Sorry, I'm typing this stuff out right now for myself.
Oh my gosh.
Well, it's for all of us. If you guys take a look on the screen, the chat room,
Yeah.
you guys probably look at me like this guy is crazy. Or actually, yeah, you could to all my Indian friends out there. Sanya is in the house. I have a friend that spells it like that, the way you spelt it on screen.
Oh, really? Cool.
You see how elementary I am? I have to use hyphens and yeah. Well,
You do what you gotta do to remember.
man, I'm terrible when it comes to this stuff, but it's okay. And no, I'm not good with numbers and math and all that either, so don't type me. So Loren, please, you're coming from wait, whereabouts in Colorado?
I live in Denver.
Nice. And how did you come across this community chat slash this whole community that we've put together?
I was at university, and I don't know, I just came across you a few years ago, actually, and I never made a live call. And every time I watch it on replay, I kind of feel like a stalker, so I put forth the effort to actually join this.
When you put it like that, you might be. No. I've heard that a few times from people. They feel bad they can't join, and they're just like, yeah, I'm just watching you guys talk for an hour and a half, and I can't say anything. It's weird.
Yeah, there's that, and I think because like sometimes I have my 2 cents I want to say, and I'm like, oh well, too late. So
You pretty much say it to yourself.
yeah, by myself, yeah. And then people are like, who are you talking to? And I'm like, I'm totally an extrovert, 100% an extrovert. So I talk out loud by myself all the time, and people always ask me like, what are you talking about? Who are you talking to? I'm like, oh well, never mind. Not important. It's over.
Is that really being an extrovert?
I think yeah, because it's like introversion and extroversion have to do with how you process things. So
Yeah.
like extroverts have a tendency to process things out loud and with other people, and introverts do it more so by themselves and like alone by themselves. And I'm external. I do really well with like groups of people, and I like people, and I'll talk to everybody and just make new friends wherever. And I process everything out loud. So I'm an extrovert, 100%.
Cool.
In case you guys were wondering.
No, I built myself to be like that, so don't. No, I totally understand. Keisha today decides to be really quiet. Um, she's usually the yeah.
Vocal one. What? I'm loud. No.
Oh, she loud. Absolutely.
No, I agree. No, I can be vocal. If I have something to say, I'll say it.
And I think you know what I appreciate that about everybody that's joined on in the past and today is that this is an open platform for us just to discuss what's on your mind, what's um, what's going on in the world. Hence why I posted in my YouTube, ask away if there's anything on your mind. That's the train. I have a train behind my house. But if there's anything on your mind, ask away. I don't shy away from any topics. If you want to, flushing the toilet. Hey, that's a loud toilet. Who's on the toilet right now? Gosh darn. If you have a question, if you're live, type it into our chat on the side, and then we can address it. I check the microphones real quick. Make sure that you're connected. Keisha?
I'm good. Not me.
Good.
I think I'm connected.
Sorry, you still moving?
Hello?
Okay, it is Sonya.
Okay.
Sorry, I had to mute you real quick. I know you just moved to Sacramento, but don't move while you're in our chat. That's just so. Hold on, I'm gonna try to unmute her real quick. Okay. Wait, how do you unmute someone? Ooh. Oh, I think you have to unmute yourself. I'm sorry. All right, Sonya, I had to meet you again. Give me a couple seconds. Hopefully, it'll work out better. But if anything comes, Sonya, if anything comes to mind, go ahead and start typing. I'll unmute you every so often just to see if that microphone situation has cleared out. And it's not because I'm trying to be, a dictator or. Yes, I'm in charge. This is my community chat that you guys are all joining, helping me out with it. So, yes. So I want to pick the brain, Keisha. I know we've done this for a few times now, but Loren, please let us know a little bit about yourself, Miss Extrovert.
Okay. Okay. I love to travel. I love life. I live in Denver, and I don't know. I make the most of every day, I guess.
You on
Yeah,
that good
pretty
stuff.
much. Yeah, life is legit.
Was it Colorado, Washington, Oregon? Is it the 3 states?
Oh yeah, and I feel like Connecticut or something, but no, I don't. You know what? I was in Asia and somebody asked me like, "So you smoke weed?" And I was like, "No, I don't actually." Everybody knows Colorado is like legalized. It's kind of crazy.
Everybody knows Colorado. Yeah, you're absolutely right.
Yeah.
Loren, are you a Broncos fan?
When I'm at a game, yes.
Oh man, can't be friends.
Oh, well.
That sucks.
I'm not like a big sports person, but I love like experiences. So I know enough about most sports where I can go to a game and enjoy it, but I'm not like a diehard. Like my brother, the minute his kids were born, he had like a baby Bronco outfit. And I was like, that's doing too much. That's a lot. But I do live up the street from their training center. That's pretty cool.
No,
Like, who are
Random
you?
fact.
Yeah, who are your teams, Mike? I never asked you that. I don't think.
I'm an LA Raider fan, and so them moving up to Oakland, you know, yeah, I got man, get your little finger out of the tree. What's wrong with you? So, wait, you're in Maryland. What your team is?
I'm not. I'm not in Maryland.
Wait, you're in Rhode Island?
Yep.
Wait, what's in Rhode Island?
Here we go.
So who do
That's
you,
all right.
Oh.
Keisha, who do you root for?
The New England Patriots, of course. Football.
Uh,
The number one hated team.
no. I wouldn't say that's a hated team. You can't take that title.
Well, it's a close tie with the Cowboys.
I can't stand those cowgirls.
But everyone, you know, a lot of people. We have a lot of haters, but that's good. We welcome it. It's cool.
Well, look, it's respectful if people are hating when you're winning. It's just that I can respect that. I can't respect the fact that you think you're America's team and you haven't won jack squat.
Yeah.
That hate, I get it.
That's a
Like
good point.
all day. You can hate for the last 20 years for the Cowboys to claim that they're America's team and they haven't done anything. Or let alone 3 minutes into a preseason game and their star quarterback goes out with a back injury.
Right.
I don't wish anything upon anybody, but Tony Romo, I feel bad for him. He has not had a
Mhm.
career.
Yeah, poor guy.
Supposed to be an elite
That's true.
quarterback. It's just not. Yeah, it's terrible. I mean, I don't know if you guys saw that preseason game a couple days ago, and it looked like a routine tackle, and he went out.
Yeah, I saw the highlights and I was like, really, Romo? Come on.
It
Clean up a little bit.
that's just unlucky. All right, real quick, hold on. I'm gonna try to put Sonya back in, and if she's loud again, I'm gonna have to go ahead and mute her. This is actually funny that I can do this. Well, I don't know if I can do it. Sonya, can you go ahead and try to unmute yourself again? Oh, dang!
Are we good?
There we go.
Okay,
Hey, do you
cool.
follow football, Sonya?
Nope.
Okay, so you don't need to be in this part of the conversation.
Oh my god.
If there's anything that you will know about me, I am a jokester and at the same time a gentleman who is also a dick. But the fine balance. That's just who I am.
Cool.
I appreciate it.
Yeah, I don't follow football, but I used to work for San Jose State's football team.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah, and they are like people trickling in from like coaching for like the Niners and all that. And people always be like, "Oh my God, did you see who was just walking over there?" I'm like, "Oh, that guy? Who's that?" Like all the time. So, you
See,
know.
like you just said, you know, coaches and people from the Niners. Who's that?
Who are they?
Oh my God.
Hey, who are they? Hey,
Mhm.
it's all good. Glad you're part of it. Football season, cool. We're kicking off with that. It's
So
an exciting
excited.
thing for Americans. This is how America becomes great again.
I can't. No, I agree with you. I can't even tell you how excited I get when football season comes back around. It's like, it's just can't get any better.
No, seriously, like your Thursdays are taken, Fridays are taken, Saturdays are taken, Sundays are taken.
Yeah,
And Monday
the
night.
Monday night. Yep.
Um, and so it makes things just joyous all over again.
Agreed.
Although, as much as violent as people or how strenuous people think, I've had this debate about American football and rugby. I played football in high school. I personally believe rugby is like the true man sport. So I don't know if you
I
guys
can
have ever
agree
watched.
to that. I think rugby is way more violent than football. At least in football, they have pads. And in rugby, you're out of luck. Good luck with that. Like,
Well, here's the
yeah.
thing. They are very technical when they tackle. So there's not too many injuries when it comes to tackles or hits versus football because football players are padded, they spear people, they utilize that they just throw their bodies and they throw their technique out the window. Um, but with rugby, I think everybody across the board is very athletic. The big guys on the line and and the runners and the wingers because they have to run on a bigger field in a football field than a soccer field or yeah, a soccer field. Um, yeah, it's an amazing sport if you guys ever get a chance to see it. Uh, anyways, so sorry, off topic. Um, but to reel it back in, let's we were talking about Loren.
Yes.
So you're an extroverted person. You came to join us today. There's a purpose on why you're here. So
Yes.
what's the purpose?
What's my purpose?
Yes. There was an intent on why you joined us today. I'm going to ask everybody across the board this question too. So,
Okay. I don't know. I guess to give a listening. I don't guess. I know. It's to give a listening ear to those that need it and to stick my 2 cents where I can. And
okay,
to actually be involved in the community versus just like watching. So,
okay, got it. Keisha, what about you? Your intent.
Pretty much the same thing. I like to help people, and some people just need to have, like Loren said, a listening ear. And if I can give my 2 cents to help out, then I'm all for it.
Right. All right. Sonia?
Me, basically, to just get the most out of it. You know, participation is best, I guess. I don't
Okay.
know.
What you need to do is get your microphone to participate.
Oh my god. Well, I don't know what's wrong with it. It's like, it's one of those microphones that's like connected to the headphone. So,
Do you have like a headset on?
yeah, I do.
Oh, you so need to go live right now. I need to see
No.
you with this headset.
No, it's not that kind. It's like a gaming headset
You a
for like
game?
video games. Yeah.
So that brings up a topic right now
Oh
that
my god.
I've had a handful of both guys and girls, but mostly ladies in relationships with men or with I consider younger men, younger boys, lads. Um, so this whole situation about spending more time playing games versus video games versus quality time with your significant other. Is there a balance? How much time do you give or allocate to that? And when is it too much? Was the question. And so since you're a gamer, Sonia, I would love to hear your take on this first.
Okay.
I will
Well,
post I'll post the question here for other people to read in our group chat while you go ahead and answer that.
all right. Well, for me, so I'm the gamer, and yeah, he was not the gamer, so he kind of had a problem with it. But I would just play games when nobody was home. But yeah, I don't know. Like, I don't have a problem with it because I actually I enjoy playing them, and I would like to be able to play them with other people. Um, uh, we threw a couple like parties that are like gaming parties, but not everybody's like into that. So oh, you don't know about this? Oh my god. So yeah, like game parties, like everybody comes over. Um, because there's like family games, and then there's also it depends on what you're playing. So if it's like a music game or like a family game, everybody like gets a controller and there's food and everything. It's kind of like a, and then the music games are like karaoke parties um, or the dancing ones. So that kinds of stuff. I'm not talking like LAN parties. Yeah,
It,
not like that.
explain to me what a LAN party is.
So the LAN party, I guess you can do it with any game, but most of it is like shooters or whatever, or co-op type games where you like get together, you hook all your computers or your oh god, or your like Xboxes together or whatever, and then you play in the same game for like one specific goal. So it's like a group cooperative thing.
Um, I, that. Oh, there we go. That microphone's finally there. Nice. Um, I'm surprised because since you're a gamer, I would assume that your, your microphone wouldn't act up as much because you need to communicate with your fellow gamer.
This is the first time it's acted up.
Yeah. You try to unplug it and then plug it back in.
Yeah, I did that.
Oh,
Okay. No?
um, Loren, have you encountered that, or have you dated everybody
What?
that? Oh, oh, there we go. Have you encountered that, or dated anybody that is a video gamer or an avid player?
I haven't dated anybody, but I have a lot of friends that are avid players. So she's talking about the like gaming parties. I have a few that have done that. And I'm like, really, guys? Okay, well, your thing's your thing.
Keisha?
I dated someone that was huge into video games,
Yeah.
and it was completely annoying. Didn't last very long. And the problem was, I think it's okay, provided it's not becoming disruptive to everyday life, and if it's one of those things where it's consuming you, where like I can't have a conversation with you because you don't know what I'm talking about, you're not paying attention, and that's what it was in our relationship. Um, and it wasn't anything malicious. It's just he loved playing video games, but I felt like at a time where you should have, if I'm having a conversation with you, kind of pay attention. So I feel like it's acceptable as long as it's not being disruptive and interfering with maybe like family things or things with your friends or something like that. But I think, like you said, Mike, I think there needs to be a balance, and there wasn't a balance in my relationship.
I know my roommate in college, one of my roommates in college, who ended up marrying his girlfriend. Um, he did a fantastic job of balancing. Well, my whole house, I had one, two, three, four. Yeah, four other roommates. Three of them were gamers, and they would always play. And the whole house, you could hear them yelling down the hallway at each other, even though they're on microphones or whatnot. Um, but whenever his lady would come over to chill, they would have dinner. He would always make time, put that aside. And now they've been married. Now they have two kids, and I think he still plays games, but it's only for a certain amount of time when she is not home yet or when the kids aren't home yet. Um, but then he doesn't make it as a priority as when we were younger. So I guess yes, they're in moderation,
Mm.
just like everything else in moderation, knowing your priorities and not stepping over somebody else that's important to you in order to get your fix, I think is important. So yeah, go figure. He's back.
Yeah.
So we know when you're there, when you're not.
Yeah, I don't know why it's acting.
Tilt your head to the left a little bit.
What's that supposed to do?
I just want you to do it. So let's see here. Going through a list of questions. I'm gonna mute you for a few seconds or a couple minutes just to get that so I can state this what's this question here? All right, so ladies, I'm gonna throw it out there to you. I've had a few people. I don't know if you saw. What was my latest topic here? Yeah. So people asking relationship questions. Obviously, a lot of times in this space, this platform that we've created, this community, people see my videos and ask, or they'll email me a bunch of relationship questions. And a common one is just dating, the dating scene. And I find it very endearing, but at the same time, difficult to answer when people or ladies are fixated on Asian men and assume that what I'm going to say or what my feedback is going to be gold, and that's going to go across the board. Which I've tried to really how do I say, tell these ladies that I feel I'm a different breed, and every single individual is different. So you can't just lump everybody in by saying, oh, I want to date an Asian guy. What are certain things that I can do to get their attention? I just feel as though, yeah, they may be characteristics that are similar, but that goes across the board for men in general, and not just necessarily Asian men. You guys have any advice for ladies, not necessarily just Asian men, but if they're interested in a guy or interested in a significant other, guy or girl, and they're just not, what are certain ways to get that person's attention? Yeah, I'm gonna throw that out to Loren. You go first.
Okay. Gosh, I would say just first and foremost, be true to yourself. I would say like don't be infatuated with a person because of like what they look like or where their background is or anything like that, but really more so like knowing yourself first, and then whoever that person is, you guys, I feel you should just click. Like conversation should come easy, and it goes from being like superficial to having something more with depth. Um, and I think the best way to kind of go about doing that is just to start with a friendship. And that way, when I think, at least for me, because I'm an extrovert, but I do get really nervous. And I think when I start with more so a friendship instead of like, oh, I want this guy to be my boyfriend, or I really like him because of X, Y, and Z, if I just get to know him, then all that other stuff is taken out, and you can really get to know that person. But that's where I'd start. And I'd say you can't really clump anybody into one category. I think as human beings, we judge and put people in boxes. That's just like human nature. It's for survival. But not everybody's going to be the same. And that's why it's important to get to know that person on a one-on-one level to even see if you really like them. So, my 2 cents.
Mm-hmm. Ms. Keisha?
Yeah, I mean, just to piggyback off of what Loren said, I agree. I think it starts with yourself. You just need to be yourself. And I feel like the whole, you know, I understand people have their preferences, so that's fine. But I feel like if you kind of concentrate and focus on one specific group of males or females, you could be missing that person, that that you're meant to be with, because you're so kind of like tunnel vision. And I feel like you said, Mike, okay, so your cultural background, you're an Asian man, but that doesn't mean you can speak on behalf of the Asian male population, just like I can't speak on behalf of the African American female population. I think it boils down to individual characteristics, and I think the best thing to do is just to be yourself. And like Loren said, maybe try to start off as friends first. But I think just being yourself should be enough. And if you get that person's attention, great. If not, then on to the next one. You know.
Said like
Exactly.
a player. On to the next one.
Well, just keep it moving. You know what I mean? Like, don't, all right, you can get your feelings hurt, but don't dwell on it. And, just move, don't dwell on it. Just move on to the next one.
It's time.
It just means you're one step closer to being with the person you're supposed to be with. That's all.
Preach.
Exactly.
That's all.
Preach on that. Sonia, if you want to chime on in, go ahead. I'm trying to unmute you, but I think you just have to unmute you. Oh, there you go.
I got it.
What's your thoughts?
Well, for me, like, most of my.
I'm joking. Yeah.
Oh, that's messed up.
Oh.
For me, most of my relationships, well, all of them, they've stemmed from friendships. So I've never really been that person to like get somebody's number and have that actually work out. So kind of agreeing with Loren what she was saying.
So a common thing that I'm a big believer when it comes to building a friendship, building a foundation, getting to know someone. But in doing so, a lot of people have mentioned to me they're afraid to get friend zoned or put in the friends ladder, which happens, which does happen. What are some ways that you, a guy or a girl, can keep themselves building this foundation, yet not being friend zoned? Sonia, what do you think?
No, I think, well, specifically, I think one easy way to I think you can friend zone yourself. Like, I think a lot of, like, male and female friends basically ask each other advice on, like, dating somebody else. And once you start, like, giving that advice and stuff, I think you could kind of, like, exclude yourself from the pool of people that they might be willing to choose from.
You definitely can friend zone yourself, yeah. Keisha, what do you think?
I don't think it's something that you really have control of, because I think it's going to boil down to just whether or not that person is interested in you on that level, or if they're not. So, I mean, it could be something that over time could develop with friendship and then progress to that next level, but I think that either that person's feeling you that way or they're not. So I don't know if it's something that you can really control. I mean, maybe you can. I agree that there are situations where you could probably end up friend zoning yourself, but if that's not the case, how do you control how that other person feels about you? You can't. So
if it's not them, on to the next one.
right, keep it moving.
I'm all the way up.
See, keep it. Well, because and the reason I say that is, I mean, obviously, it's fine to be hurt over it. You know, you're gonna get your feelings hurt. I mean, that's inevitable. It's gonna happen, but you choose whether or not you're going to stay in that mode or you're going to move on to the next one. The way that I see, all right, yeah, I might get a little hurt, but okay, maybe they did you a favor. You know, they removed themselves out of your life. That happened for a reason. Or, you know, they removed themselves from being that prospect. you know, it could be a blessing in disguise. So,
I agree.
I mean, what's meant to be is what's meant to be, and you just
That
can't.
was,
What'd you say?
and that wasn't.
Pretty much, right? So that's what I'm saying. I mean, it kind of it is what it is, and you just keep it moving.
True, true. Lorraine?
I liked what Keisha had to say, but I also think it has to do with like, again, going back to knowing yourself and knowing what you want and making it vocal. Because like if you're in a relationship with somebody and like if I like somebody and we're kicking it or whatever, I need to be okay with that person may or may not like me, and in that particular way. And that I have to have sit right first within myself, and then I just need to be bold about it and just tell somebody. Because if not, like it's gonna kind of stay there, and that's how you kind of get in that friend zone. Um, yeah, and it's just not. I agree with Keisha. And then after that, once you're okay with it, absolutely, like take a minute, acknowledge your feelings, but after that, you just kind of got to move forward and go on to the next one.
You know, it's funny because I mean, I've been friend zoned a lot. Damn.
Oh, I'm
Anyways,
sorry.
um, getting all caught up in my feelings right now. Uh,
Do you need a hug?
no, got my pillow for that.
Okay.
So, yes, that is my bed where no magic happens. Um, what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, no. So what I've learned through this whole process of keeping yourself in check when it comes to friends or being friend zoned or dating someone and building that relationship is I've always said to have that open line of communication as you're building that foundation. There's always going to be a feeling. You can feel when someone is interested or they just feel as though they kept you at a distance. Um, if the person's not taking initiative to kick it with you, if it's not on the same amount, on the same level, like if one person is pushing it so much, then you may be getting friend zoned by the other person. But if they're reaching out to want to spend more time with you just as much as you're reaching out, then there potentially could be something. But keeping that line of communication opening up by where's this going or what are we doing? How do you feel? I think that's always been good. It's worked with me, or for me. But I think a lot of people are scared to do so because they're not prepared for the answer or whatever the answer may be. Um, and that's always a difficult balance because what if it's not what I want it to be? Then they get all butthurt and get all caught up in their feelings. But at the end of the day, just like Keisha, Lorraine, you were saying, it is what it is. And you just got to learn to accept whatever the answer is going to be and push it, keep pushing, moving forward, and not dwell about it. And I think that's been like a big proponent to this community that we've been building is that you cannot spend too much time dwelling about things that are out of your hands. And what I've been really pressing in my Instagram videos and my thoughts of the day is that, okay, if something happens, assess it, embrace it, and move forward. You know, there's times where it doesn't play out the way you imagine it to play out. It's okay. You live and you learn. And I think a lot of people get just caught up in their feelings because they build this hype up so much about, oh, this is how it's going to be. It's going to be glamorous and glorious and just, and all of a sudden, they lose reality. They just lose touch of reality and they're not being present. And being present is so important of that's how you're going to get to know yourself, let alone another person. So I wanted to also move on to it kind of goes into it. Did you guys see the video I did, my last video, about wanting to know your significant other's past?
Yeah, I was rolling, by the way, when
Mm-hmm.
I watched that.
What was funny about that?
I think I was and I was almost going to comment on it, but I said no. Let me keep my mouth shut.
What?
I think because it was you were just being just real with it, and I think I was just like, wow, he's really just like just you were just like really not holding any punches, which I always appreciate. But yeah, I was rolling when I was watching that. It was funny.
Lorraine, you like you about to say something. Go ahead.
Um, I think that's I think when you get in a relationship with somebody, you accept them for who they are and who, like, literally for who they are. And that includes their past. And whatever that is whatever that is. Like, that's the whole point about love. It sees all your good and your bad parts, and it's like, I'm still chill with you. Like, that's the point. So it shouldn't be important. But to me, it goes back to, I feel like a broken record. It goes back to yourself. If you're confident in yourself and you're confident that you made the right choice to be with the person you're with, it shouldn't matter because they're with you. It's a whole different story. It's not even a different story. It's a whole different subject if they're doing something where your trust is broken. But what's in the past is in the past. And I think the only time something needs to be brought up is if somebody's gotten a little something, they need to be straight with you, or you need to be straight with them and say, hey, like, this and this happened, but this is where we are now. And, you know, that those are all the cards on the table, but just accept the person for where they are. It's really not relevant if you two are walking in life together. Like I said, it's a different story if trust is broken and somebody's stepping out. But yeah.
Sonia, I'm unmuting you if you have any, if you got 2 cents on that.
All right. See, I'm one of those people that always kind of wants to know. Like, I'm one of those people. So, and I'm sure, like, accepting somebody like as they are right now works in theory if they're a mature person and they actually are willing to just move forward with you. But in the case where, I mean, if you just like met this person and you just started dating, I think having a little bit of background is okay. Maybe not press it, but if they're willing to share with you part of their background and you share your own, I don't think that that could have a negative effect on a relationship. And I mean, because sometimes you find things out that you're like, you know, maybe this person isn't as mature as I thought they were, you know, depending on what it is, or I don't know.
Can I add to that, Mike?
No, you know what? No.
I knew he was gonna say that.
Okay, go ahead.
No, I was so my opinion on that is I'm kind of I see both sides. I think that there may be some situations where knowing some of that your significant other's past might be valuable. I might want to know if you've been locked up for murder or killed 4 or 5 people. You know what I'm saying? But like, so I feel like some things you should know or should ask for safety reasons. But then there are some things that like the how many people have you been with? Um, that all right, that's kind of like that's in the past. But I think that there are some things that are valuable to know for safety reasons. Because you really don't know. I mean, and yeah, people change, but some information is valuable to have. It's beneficial. So I see both sides.
It's so here's my thing with that. I had a conversation with someone, and my response to that would be, if if this person has done something like that, a serial rape or has murdered someone, do you think that person would actually disclose that?
Something's going to come out at some point. Are they going to be
That's true.
upfront with it and straightforward? No, but I mean eventually. But all right, so let's maybe murder was a bad example.
Because
Murder was probably a bad example. So let's say some people could be on the sex offender list or something. Sometimes, depending on the laws of the state or whatever reason, whatever it is, they might be on the registry for a reason that could be a misunderstanding or something, but then they could be on the registry for actually legitimate doing harm to other people. So maybe I pushed the envelope with the murder example, but let's look at other offenses that might also contribute, be valuable information to know. So are they going to be straightforward? Absolutely not. But I think that as time goes on, you might pick up on a few things.
Yeah, because you can literally go if you pee in public and
Yep.
get caught. They might. I think it depends on what law or what state you're on. That could be a sex offense too.
Say so.
It is. I actually work with a guy who's like the biggest sweetheart, and he was 20 and super drunk after a party and peed in a park, and he's now a registered sex offender.
Damn,
Say
Yeah.
that doesn't go away, right?
No. It sucks.
Or like if you getting freaky with your significant other in public or in a car, isn't that that warrants another sex offender or something like that?
it might in some states, maybe.
Yeah. I mean, shoot,
Yeah, I don't know about that one.
some people got kids and can't do it in the house, so I get it. What? You grown ass adult. Like you trying to get your swerve on. Your kids are always interrupting you. So you go take a
That's
road
what a
trip.
hotel room is for.
What happens if you drive into the hotel room and you're not patient,
I can't with you.
or it's or it's or it's the first of the month and bills are, you got stuff to pay. Can't afford that nice
Tired
hotel.
for $20. You better figure something out. It's not worth it.
I'm just
No,
saying,
so
worst case scenario. That's all I'm saying. Like, yeah. So,
Mm-mm-mm.
but no, like, that topic came to my head, um, because I had a few people ask me how to deal with it, and again, it's I just feel as though it does take a bit of maturity. It does take a bit of being open-minded and understanding that whatever answer that person gives you, you just have to accept it.
Mm.
And I felt like I needed to give examples for guys because I think majority of the time, ladies were asking that question pertaining to their boyfriends. But for guys, I mean, you can't have to. You got to keep yourself humble too, because what happens if your lady is just as experienced as you? Can't hold that against her. You know, you've been with a certain amount of people and she matches you. Well, take it as a positive thing. She matches you in so many different ways now. Um, and then it goes on to a man's manhood. We are all born different shapes and sizes. You might not be that pipe that you think you are, and lo and behold, she loves you. But if you ask a question and she has a different answer, don't get mad.
Mm.
It is what it is.
True.
So, again, for all those people who are joining in on YouTube right now, watching us live, this is my first time doing this, a YouTube live. Trying to get used to it because Google Hangouts is going to be pushing to YouTube. I guess Google's pushing everything onto YouTube platform. Now the question is, for you people on YouTube live streaming, I have to figure out how we can do this where you can join. I haven't figured that out on YouTube live just yet. So the Google Hangouts is still in conjunction right now. So I appreciate everybody joining in. Sonia, I did meet you again, and you know why. It's all love, no hate. Joining us today for all those who are linking in right now is Keisha, Loren, and Sonia. For the rest of you guys, you can go ahead and type any question you may have. onto the box over there, and then we will answer any question that may come your way. So, but real quick, I'm gonna throw it across the board right now. Does anybody have any questions for me?
I have a question for you.
Oh boy.
So I'm going to ask you a question that probably, because the majority of your subscribers are female, right? Is that a safe thing to say? Safe
Yes.
assumption? Okay. So there may be some ladies that want to ask you questions that don't feel comfortable. So I'll ask. So I'm going to ask you, ladies, get your notebooks out. So describe your ideal woman.
Damn, my ideal woman.
Yeah,
Okay.
for me, for a significant other.
Um, ideal. Let's see here. Number one, definitely have to be faith-based. I am a man of God. I am uh, that's my number one relationship is with my Lord and Savior. So, have I always been like this? No. I've just found my way back to being a Catholic Christian. So that would be number one, being able to share that path with my significant other. Uh, Number two, as I've gotten older, being able to hold an intellectual conversation. Yeah. And I mean like, if we really think about the dating and the dating aspect, it's nice at the beginning. There's many times like that flame, that spark, the whole cloud nine feeling is fantastic. But when you get to the gist of things, it's the day-to-day interaction. You have to be able to have that. That's what's going to sustain. So I feel as though if I can't converse with you every day, sit down and talk, then we're going to have issues because this whole attraction thing is going to go over one day, you know. So be able to have an intellectual conversation. Uh, Number three, you gotta want to travel. You have to want to see the world. You have to be willing to get out of your comfort zone and out of your bubble that you're in and see that there's so many parts of the world that you can learn from, but you can enjoy. Um, yeah, so being able to travel and being willing to do and see new things. Number four, for me, you you got to be active. You got to work out. You got to do something. Like I'm a very active person, um, even more so now because of my weight loss. And so, and I'm not saying you have to go, to the gym and do hardcore things, blah blah, like me. Um, but ideally, I would love for a woman who can put weights on a rack, get under a bar, and squat the hell out of weights. I have this thing where I've told this to a few of my friends. This image of a woman knowing how to do a squat, not in a sexual way, although I can see where it goes that way. Um, but knowing how to squat and really press weights, I find that very attractive, just because she's taking the time to learn the technique. She's taking the time to push herself to do more weight, and I feel as though when a girl knows how to weight lift, or she knows how to push weights, or she knows how to do boot camp sessions, or she knows how to, there comes a drive and a lifestyle with it, and I get really attracted to that. Let's see, I'll just do a top five. So number five would be, you have to be driven and have a thirst for life. If you're the type to kind of sit back and just let things happen, it's not going to happen with me. It's not going. Yeah, you have to have a drive. You have to have this yearning for more. Just because my mentality is we do only have this one shot, and I'm only going to surround myself with people, let alone a significant other, but just people in general in my life who are driven, who are motivated, who want to go out there and eat and go out there and kill this life and slay it and take it for what it's worth before it's a wrap, you know. And I need that. I don't want you to be a trophy person sitting next to me, and just like looking up at me like, oh, my man is fine and he does this and he's great. No, like that's just no. You need to be fine and doing your own damn thing too. Um, so I guess that's the top five. There's, I mean, people say I'm very picky. Um, I don't think there's anything wrong with that because if I'm going to spend the rest of my life with a lady, damn yeah, I should be picky.
Hmm.
I ain't gonna settle.
I agree.
Yeah.
You waste my damn time.
Yep.
Stupid for all those people that say, "Oh, you're getting older. You should settle down." And man, kiss my ass. Like I'm gonna be honest with that. Like there's no time frame when it comes to relationships. Like don't tell me to settle down. Don't tell me that I need to find someone. No, it's going to happen. I trust and believe that that lady is going to be. I'm going to be blessed with a wonderful person in my life, and yes, but no, I'm not settled. I am not lonely. I am not thirsty. If I was thirsty, I'll go grab something to drink. Um, yeah, that's yeah, not. Anyways, so hopefully that answers your question, Keisha. Sorry.
It does. Yes. Thank you.
I can go on for days about this. Damn. So, what else? This is good. I like this. Sonia, if you want to Sonia, if you want to jump back in or you have a question, you can type it or let me know. I'll unmute you. Just that microphone was killing me for a minute.
Alright. I don't really have any questions.
No? Okay. Loren, you got anything? Because I know Keisha got like a slew of things. I
No.
can see her look down with got like a pad full. Keisha, you there?
Yep. I'm
Okay,
here.
good. Shoot.
Well, I'm sorry. You're breaking up. What'd you say?
Oh, we're breaking up? Damn. That was short-lived.
Yeah. Keeping it real. No.
No, I was saying, go ahead. What else you got for me?
No, I don't. I don't have a list of questions. That was just something that came to me.
Oh, that's what she said. Um, so it's actually refreshing to hear that question, because I think a lot of people, based on me being on YouTube, have an idea of who I am, um, and they assume. A lot of times people assume just based on what they know of Asian men or just Asian stereotypes that I'm going to be a certain way. And I honestly believe I'm not a typical Asian dude. I speak what's on my mind. I don't really hold my tongue back. I do have tact when it comes to talking, but um, I'm very out there,
Mhm.
and I think you guys are seeing more and more Asian men become comfortable with themselves. I mean, you guys, if you guys are in YouTube land, obviously Timothy De La Ghetto has done a fantastic job. Um, David So, the comedian, and like, he's done a fantastic job putting himself out there. Wong Fu Productions, Just Kidding Films. I mean, these are Asian people that have taken this platform that have grown up in our American society and realized that, you know what, I have a voice and I'm going to put it out there. And I'm not afraid to really like be scared about what's going to go on because I think it's important. So I appreciate all those other Asian people out there really putting a good stamp for people to see that we're not this either doctor or engineer, quiet computer science person that's just good at math and school, or just school in general, that we have more to offer, you know. So yeah. Oh, question across the board. Who are Name one or two other people that you guys follow, and why you follow them on YouTube. Keisha, you first.
Oh man. Um, I follow. Oh, see, I'm trying to think now. One off the top of my head is I follow the Kinges because I'm really into just their work, their dance crew. For anyone who doesn't know who they are, do you know who they are, Mike?
Yeah,
Okay, all right. So I follow the Kinges. I also follow the Jabberwockies.
of
Um,
course. Come on now.
absolutely. Who else do I follow? There is a clothing brand designer that I follow because I'm working on something on that end. So that's a few to name a few.
Okay, so you like music and dance and clothing, fashion.
Yeah, those are. I mean, I follow more people, but I'm just off the top of my head. Those are the ones that I can think of.
Okay. Loren, what about you?
Um, Two that I follow are Eric Thomas. I love him. I think he's not just motivational, but he gives like things that really apply to life. I freaking love him. And Mimi Icon. I think she's just awesome and adorable and very open. I like her. So yeah.
Zion, you there? I'm gonna get you in real quick. What about you? Is there anybody else that you follow?
Um,
That,
I, I follow what's her name, Crystalline Karazin. Karazin. Um, I found your channel through her channel actually.
oh, okay.
Um,
Whoop whoop.
yeah, and then everything else that I mean, I subscribe to a whole laundry list of people, but it's mostly um, music or cooking or art stuff. So.
Okay. Not mad at that at all. I will tell you guys right now, I am a huge, I am a huge fan of Melodic Mike. Um, so I
Right.
do make sure I take a look at his videos after I make his videos. Um, let's see here. I'm just like Loren. I'm a huge fan of Eric Thomas. Huge. I'm reading his book right now. Greatness is Upon You. I finished his other book, Average Skill, Phenomenal Will. I am a big advocate of his delivery, what he has to say. My cousin actually has been pushing me to go see Tony Robbins. So, if for those who don't know who Eric Thomas is, or Tony Robbins, or these gentlemen who are motivational speakers, huge motivational speakers that have been doing well in motivational speaking in the corporate world, in nonprofit sector, stuff like that. I've chosen to follow Eric Thomas because of his delivery and because of how I can relate. Um, my cousin's been pushing me to do Tony Robbins. I think he's expensive to go see live, so I think that's a one hindrance for me. Um, but again, I just don't know too much about Tony Robbins. Eric Thomas is just, for me, I love his rawness when it comes to his motivational stuff. Like he says it in a way where you might get offended, or not offended, but in a way where it really ruffles your feathers. If for the longest time you've been giving yourself excuses, and you feel as though like life isn't fair, because it's all through hard work, it's all through what you want to do with this life, and stop bitching and moaning about things, and getting stuff done, you know. um, let's see here. I'm a big fan of David So. Just be, I think that guy is funny as hell. Is anyone familiar with David So by any chance?
I feel like
Nah.
I've heard of him, but I haven't. I
So
couldn't.
he blew up because he gave his opinions about this UCLA girl that did a rant about Asian parents or Asian an Asian girl and or something like that. And he's a very opinionated I think Korean American guy, but he's just really out there and hilarious. He's just funny just because he's just so honest and real about his opinion that and he's a comedian and also a singer, but he throws in jabs where it makes it funny. So I've been following him for some time. I used to follow Timothy DeLaGhetto. Proud of that guy. See what he's done, especially gone on Wild and Out now and doing other things on MTV. Let's see what else is there. I think that's about it. I don't. Just Kidding Films is great.
Hmm.
Um, yeah, they're just funny. So
Yeah, they are.
I think I come on YouTube. There's times where I've read where people come on YouTube to look at cat videos. Um, People come for comic relief just to get away from the world, and in music. Music is always a big thing. Um, so I always remind people the things that I do or the videos that I do aren't going to catch fire, um, aren't going to blow up right now, but you know it's okay. You know, whoever's supposed to come across it is supposed to come across it. Whoever's supposed to join into these chats are supposed to be here, and those are the people that we just embrace. All right. So cool. Well, everybody, I got about 15 minutes. So if you got questions, got thoughts, you got anything that comes to your mind, have you watched Tony Robbins' documentary on Netflix called? No, I have not, Keisha. Um,
You should check it out. It's good.
okay. Called I Am Not a Guru. Okay. Everybody, Keisha's saying that we should check out on Netflix a documentary on Tony Robbins entitled I Am Not a Guru. So, um, with Loren, I just got to tell you that you got to want success as bad as you want to breathe. That is
True.
where you'll be successful. So, but let's see. Anything else comes to mind? Anything that you want to tell people out there that are watching, people out there that will be watching um, before we wrap on up? Let's start with Keisha. Any thoughts?
Um, I think the only thing I'd like to say is just with all of the negative things going on in the world today, I think it's real easy to get caught up in that stuff. I mean, it's everywhere. You log in online, you see something you're on TV, whatever. I think I'd just like to say just really to try not to get caught up in that stuff. You know, it's good to maybe be aware of what's going on, but not to necessarily get caught up in all the negative stuff going on, and just try to make a conscious effort in, you know, finding the positive in everything, and just trying to keep your whole vibes positive in whatever way you can. It's hard. I mean, I know I've mentioned this before. I mean, it's a grind, but it's something that you really just, if it's something you want to do, you'll really make a conscious effort into finding the positive in everything. So that's it.
Nice. Loren.
I would say first and foremost, do you, to whoever's listening or watching, just know who you are and embrace who you are. And then I would say also, like, control the things that you can control, and the things that you can't control, let them go. It'll make life so much better. And be present in the now. Like, it's okay to kind of dream and put that dream in motion and take action toward it, but live life. And to do that, you really have to be present in the now, and that's when life becomes amazing, because you, at least for me, it opens my eyes to see like how incredibly blessed I am every day. So those would be my three things.
Awesome. Awesome. Sonia, hold on. Let me get you in here real quick.
Um, One of the things that's been important to me for like the last well increasingly important to me the last few weeks, just concentrating on family and making sure you have, like, if you're ever going through something, make sure you have like a support group, and usually family's always got you down um, when you know other people decide that they're not going to be, like, relationships ending or just changes in your life. Usually family will have your back, and just remember that that's what's important. And yeah, we're here for a short time, so don't neglect those that are like closest to you and are really looking out for the best for you.
Hmm. Amen to that. On that note, I want to leave everybody with the same thing that I tell you guys almost every episode is just you got to understand to love yourself first. And some people may take that as a selfish thing, like, oh, you're all. There's a difference between loving yourself and selfishly loving yourself. Um, the first, in order for you to go out and really give someone you really need to be whole. You need to be genuine. You need to be, you know, you need to be loving, and to understand that that love, that confidence, that strength has been built. It will exude to other things throughout your life. And um, remember that this community has been created for a reason. And that's just to make you feel and to make you understand that there are a group of people who are struggling, who are going through things in their own respective lives, but we all come together because there's a platform that we've created where there's no judgment. It's all about just positive vibes. It's all about being happy. It's all about helping one another, um, and just grow and learn. And I'm a big advocate of reaching out. I'm a big advocate of you don't need to do this um, on your own. And we're here. We love you. I say that with an honest heart. In this community, we love each and every one of you. Those who have been able to join in on the chat and those who um, are just watching, we absolutely love you. We accept you. I don't care if you're Asian. I don't care what color across the spectrum. I don't care what sexual orientation. I don't care what religion. I don't care what political stance you have because we're screwed either way. No, I'm joking. Um, I just feel as though um, you need to understand that there's a place of acceptance, and this is one of them. And so whenever we're blessed with you to join our path and join our journey, please do so. Until then, we look forward to meeting all you. Um, for all you guys in the LA area, I'm announcing this right now. Miss Keisha is going to be here at the end of October. So if we can get, if you're in the LA area, we're going to try to get a little get together either at the end of October, early November. We're going to try to bring it together and meet and show Ms. Keisha over here what the West Coast is all about. Nothing. We're absolutely about nothing here in Southern California. We're just very pretentious people. Um, we live a very gaudy lifestyle, and everybody else in the world hates us.
Whatever.
So that's Southern California. Can't say about Northern California because that's a whole different place. It's like the West Coast New York. That's how I explain it. But on that note, I'd like to say Sonia, uh, Loren, Keisha, thank you for joining this morning. I appreciate the continued love and support. And just remember to be leaders of love wherever you go out to, whatever you do each and every day. You are a leader, and you will show that love through how you live your life and through your actions. All right?
Um,
So until next time, everybody, again, I love you. I appreciate you. And then we'll get back together in September. So stay tuned for that.
Sounds good.
All right. Have a great day, everybody.
You too.
Thanks.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye, Auf Wiedersehen.